Which is still very high because I'm pretty sure there was like a 9-way tie between 11th and 20th or something. So yeah.
That rings a bell. Yep, so we will be starting with the Joker. I do wonder if there's any characters in Skipper's roster that Tarik is particularly afraid of as a bad matchup for Kazuya, because usually does like to open and just steamroll through, but now we're at the real stages of bracket, so...
I feel like Mario might do pretty okay against Kazuya, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Kazuya's always like one of those characters where you just, I don't know what the fuck.
Well, what we're knowing about this Joker at the moment is that it's getting its socks rocked. This is not going brilliantly, and Skipper with a big lead at the moment.
Absolutely. It's, Skipper, like I said, Falco known to be one of his best characters, and he is showing it off. I see that the names for the previous set are still up again.
Yeah, I don't know if that's just for us or for the viewers at home, but it's definitely for us saying Zemel versus Yuffie when we are in fact having Tarik versus Skipper. But hold on, like Lala's a pretty recognizable tag at this point. Skipper's called Skipper.
Yeah, it should be pretty recognizable. Hopefully that'll be fixed by the time the next match rolls around. And if not, then I think I'm gonna like walk over there for a second and tell
all right, so
about it.
50% damage has been dealt to Kazuya, obviously a super heavyweight. Yuffie is switching in what we would probably consider to be the main, but...
It's not Yuffie.
Yeah, I see what I've done! Skipper subbing in the main Roy, but Roys are very afraid of Kazuya, so...
Are they?
Generally speaking, maybe that's just a top-level opinion from the likes of
I think I've seen this matchup literally once, so I have no idea.
Right now, he's fuming, and he's put his anger out on Skipper. There is the rage drive. You do not want to be on the receiving end of that one.
Skipper sadly was, but it didn't take out the stock quite yet. Sometimes I feel like that move kills it like 0, but that Dancing Blade is basically the same picture.
All right, but now we have a challenge. Skipper, you have the stock lead against our #1 seed Tarik. Can you beat the Greninja? Only one stock left to take, but if you lose this Roy one now, you might miss your chance.
At least put on a good amount of damage on the board. There's the down throw to put him on the tech chase situation, but not going to get a whole lot out of it. I'll be doing a little bit more damage in the ledge trap situation. The backer, wow, that's going to close it out.
It is. So now we do have the dreaded Greninja versus Mario. Again, Mario, I think, does okay against Greninja, but this is a contender for the best Greninja in the world, so good luck.
Absolutely. This is a force to be reckoned with at the very least.
Oh, wow.
Same for Skipper's Mario, going for the up airs, PS2 helping out, and is that going to be the kill? No. Okay.
Not quite. We gave us the fake flash, but really wants to finish it with that landing read under the platform. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, say,
there's no jump on Skipper
can
right now.
you say American Air Dodge? No way, you're going to lose the set off it. Oh, well, not the set, just the game, but...
I mean, without that air dodge, he wasn't going to come back to stage anyway, so that was quite rough. Amazing edge guard by Tarik.
Yep, definitely on point. Tarik, well-traveled, going to keep an eye out for those American Air Dodges. I think just a little bit of overconfidence with Skipper, nearly taking the stock off the top. And also, something else I noted was that Tarik was using back air of Greninja to deal really well with Mario's fireballs. Because it's a multi-hit, you only really need one hit of back air to deal with the fireball, and then you can keep attacking. So Greninja's back air, sometimes situationally, it can be really, really useful, and Tarik making big use of that to get rid of the fireball and still keep approaching. Very nearly lost it. The ceiling of Pokemon Stadium 2 was just a bit too high, but in the end, Tarik stayed composed, and from a comeback scenario, took game 1.
Yeah, I feel like maybe Mario could have taken the stock with were that last up air or down air, because that ceiling, it might be a little bit too high for that tiny combo to kill, but it is quite low, and down air does quite some damage.
Yep. So we'll see if the order gets mixed up again. I think the most important thing to keep in mind is, who is going to be against Kazuya, because Kazuya is not necessarily considered one of the absolute best in the game because he does get counterpicked quite hard by characters.
Absolutely.
But if you don't have a character counterpick against Kazuya, generally you get flattened. So it's very important for Skipper to put the most suitable anti-Kazuya character up front. Greninja is still considered most likely the main of Tarik, but at least Greninja's matchup spread is a bit more normal.
It's a bit
still generally winning against a lot of the cast, but maybe not so much on the DLC privilege spectrum, just the I'm really good spectrum.
No, yeah, definitely. Like, Greninja is still a very good character. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like Joker or Kazuya type good. Maybe
Yeah.
Kazuya. I don't know. Are Kazuya and Greninja around the same? I feel like that might be.
I wouldn't personally say so, but you'll see some people saying it.
Probably.
I'm interested. So Joker is coming out first again, this time against Mario. So a different matchup for Joker to try. Like, that was definitely the weak link of Tarik's team in game 1, but I can kind of understand how Falco can be tricky to deal with if you're not necessarily playing your main. Whereas Mario now, yo, give me that fireball. Please let me Rebels Guard.
We do actually see the correct names on the screen right now.
There
so
we
that's
go. We're
awesome.
going to be up to date for the rest of time now, so I hope at least. But it
So
will
I hope,
indeed
yeah.
be game 1 to Tarik, and things are currently getting a little better. Like, technically losing, but this is much closer than game 1 was already. And that, if that's all your Joker needs to do, we are at least seeing Arsene, and that's the critical thing.
Yeah, Arsene is being eaten up by these combos, though. Let's see if he can get something off of it himself. So he does. Ooh, that's how he just barely catching Mario on the way down.
Yeah, like the percentages are telling a different story right now. This Joker's losing, but the Arsene is so scary. Skipper really wanting to take a stock right now. Might be able to do it here. No!
Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Yep.
Skipper not seeing that one coming. Otherwise, probably would have seen the tech there.
Yep, the whole situation. Good jab back air to respond. Obviously, Skipper was very a little hasty to try and get the Mario back air to finish the job. Instead, getting counter-attacked off stage, no tech. But now we're back on even stocks for, once again, Roy versus Kazuya. And you know what, Skipper? Keep that platform. You're doing the right thing. Don't go down there. There's sharks in the water, and they've been practicing their electrics.
There's an electric shark. Oh, no.
There's that
Yeah.
stingray.
Yeah, I feel like that would be right, yeah. Oh!
Ooh! All right.
I've been seeing quite a couple of these. I forget what the name of it is. Dragon Uppercut from this Kazuya, but
Yeah, Dragon Uppercut is the electric input, but I held down too long, and now it's an invincible kill move instead.
oh no, how sad. It is not.
Ah, man.
It is, however, a lot
I
less safe.
accidentally true shore you. Oops.
No, yeah, it is a lot less safe though, and Skipper, because that move missed, able to close out the stock, get a punish on it, but then getting closed out himself. And now the Falco is up against the Greninja.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one because you can start to get those low percent Falco combos, and you know Greninja is not healthy, but the up tilts are still going to connect into stuff around the 75% mark. I'm interested to see how long Skipper can hold onto that fresh stock that was well earned by beating the Kazuya Mishima.
Absolutely.
Straight up, like Tarik was in no stage winning that match against Skipper. So really, really a lot of credit. There is still a winners finals on the line, and you might be heading towards it. Skipper takes the stock.
Nice stuff by Skipper there. That was, like I said before, and I'm going to mention it again, Falco, one of his best characters, and it shows.
Yeah.
That was, like, it was still very competitive, of course, no discredits to Tarik, but that was, he put on a show. That was a couple cutscenes right there.
So now we get the Bayonetta song Friendship to stir us. Oh, it's like we're making new friends at a Smash tournament. If you've never been to a Smash tournament before, whether you're in the Netherlands or otherwise, come hang out, because it's fun. You get to play some Smashy Bros.
Smashy
Meet all kinds of fun people. And DreamHack in particular has been great because there's so many vendors for DreamHack in general outside of the Smash capacity.
I was wondering if we were going to see a switch up from the order from Tarik this time, because last time it was the exact same order. And now we have Kazuya up front against Mario instead of seeing the Joker here.
I think that's a good mix-up as well, because started with the Joker in the last two games, Skipper may be thinking, all right, well, this time it'll be Joker again. It won't. We're going for the Stingrays. You're engaging in the waters. That's not where you want to be.
Absolutely not. I thought that Mario was doing a good job against Kazuya, and it is quite even right now, but boy is Kazuya able to kill Mario at this percent.
It's polar opposites as well. Like, Kazuya wants to be on the ground and Mario wants to be on the platform, no matter who you're up against. That's how you get... I mean, you maybe want to start him from the ground, but well, unfortunately, the ceiling just a little too high to kill with that one.
And still too high with that one as well. The down B, I keep forgetting that it's just also a move when Rage Drive isn't active.
Well, the extra
Wow.
damage of the Rage Drive, you're not going to actually use Rage Drive the move, but the Rage is going to be extra damaging. Tarik's still using that comeback factor that he so desperately deserves to take stock 1.
And that was the tiptoe hitbox of up B. I don't know why he got that.
Oh,
And that-
you have to respawn at 33 now. Unlucky.
I feel like that did more damage in the past. Am I like misremembering that move did like 50 before?
Yeah, I thought it did like 40 as well, but
Yeah, apparently
oh
33.
well.
I mean, it's still a lot of damage, and I bet Tarik will not complain about it.
Maybe, I wonder if it goes down in damage the longer Rage has been active. That's
Maybe,
probably
yeah.
cap, and I might be completely making it up, but
Yeah,
any Kazuya mains in the comments, let us know on twitch.tv BTS Smash 2. What a great pleasure it is to be here. I've never been on BTS Smash in my life,
Me
and I'm
neither.
just honored to be a part of it. And I could be on the verge of a big upset story if Skipper can do what he's been doing the past 2 games, namely beat the Joker.
And let's see if
Oh!
Skipper can get away from this ledge trap. It's been nairs and nairs and more nairs, but just barely able to scratch by that time. Tarik overextending offstage just a little bit, and almost getting caught with that back air. Luckily, Joker's good enough to make it back.
Yeah, but now actually goes for the gun as well. Maybe predicting a retreat, a back air probably would have just done the job in that position. Maybe he wasn't facing the right way. Could have been a
looked
B
like he was
reverse
facing
attempt
to
or
the
something,
right.
but the back air, no! Just missing the mark, did it too early. That could have been the one. Skipper is doing so well to hang on right now. Tarik's had multiple opportunities to take the stocks, but if he's not going to take them, take advantage of that. Get back to the stage and get fighting again.
Absolutely. There is currently a Joker without Arsene, still able to kill, but has a lot more trouble with it. So this Roy might just be able to close out the stock before.
Oh no!
Tarik gets to. I think that's throw is gonna kill. Not quite.
Yeah, super late reaction on the parry there. Tarik could have just done a smash attack at that point, I think, but the backer will take it instead. Skipper down to the Falco. We know that the Falco can deal with the Joker and has done. Can you win against a fresh stock Greninja? If we're in best of 3 territory right now, this would be the decider.
That is absolutely true. I'm not sure if we are, but we'll have to see. Skipper trying to reflect a water shuriken there, but not being thrown by Tarik. Very patient, just holding that stage control.
Yeah, because last game Skipper was able to take this over the Greninja in once again a fairly fresh scenario. But
Yeah,
this time it's simply not going that way. Tarik has top-playered back into existence and is currently winning this one hands down. But I tell you what, that grab was a big whiff. Could have opened up an opportunity for a Falco combo. Doesn't. Instead, Tarik is extending the advantage from center stage.
It looks like Skipper's just getting a bunch of stray hits, which as Falco is not really what you want to see. You want to get those long combos. Maybe he's able to get one right now. Oh, just a two hit.
If you can read the landing though, things are still getting better. This is starting to even out. Gets an air dodge read, but was too late, or too early, sorry, with the up air, and that's not the way to DI. All right, see ya.
I did not expect that to kill, but apparently we are in best out of 5 territory, so that was not the end of the set. Tarik still has to win 1, and Skipper might still be able to win 2.
Yep, so back to the Fire Emblem music to spur on the Roy, which has been carrying probably the most weight out of Skipper's characters so far. Like the Mario's been doing decently. The Falco has been the one that won a set before and took one off the Greninja, but couldn't do it twice, whereas Roy has reliably been dealing with Tarik's Kazuya. So that's a huge thing to keep in mind. Let's have a look at the order and see how it's going to pan out.
Yeah, maybe Roy doesn't have that much trouble with Kazuya, as you said before.
We're going to open with Greninja versus Falco. Let's have a fresh scenario once again at the start.
Okay.
And then deal with the rest of it as it comes.
This is looking very similar where it comes to character selection to like the previous games, just in all of the different characters are different spots. Like, same matchups, but a different time.
Exactly. And it's going the most evenly I think it's gone in any of these games so far. Tarik 1 game away from winning the set. Skipper would have to win another 2, but this has been fairly evenly matched all the way through. Rule nothing out here. Oh, that could have been an easy opportunity, but Tarik already committed to topping off the stage. Instead, you're going to eat a back air. I don't think that's what Tarik was expecting. Held out, I think, but still just living. Maybe not the second time.
Getting the up air instead. Probably DIing for the back air there, because that is what Skipper's been going for this stock. But the closing it out with the up air, that move is only a kill move if you DI incorrectly, as far as I know at least.
But what this also means is this is the first game of the set where Kazuya is going to be at the back end. You have to deal with the big challenge a little bit later. From now, you've still got to beat a very obvious top tier in Joker using Falco. Skipper's done it before.
Oh.
That might be a Falco Phantasm going to put a bad situation on the line.
That was extremely scary for Tarik, and it still is. Being ledge trapped right now, not exactly what you want to see. That move is so good at giving the player reversals, but backer not actually closing it out at 140. That's surprising.
Yeah, another one could be enough. Like, just huge credit to Skipper for hanging on this long. Arsene's halfway gone, but you're fully gone.
Yeah, that was the hitbox probably wasn't as big as Skipper expected, but back air is fast and huge.
Yep, so doing the absolute right thing and waiting out Arsene, it is now off the board. At 111, you're not necessarily going to kill Tarik with the next hit or two, but if you can get a good Roy action in there, it will happen, and it does.
So it does, yeah. But
So now we have it again. We've had it in every game so far. It is Roy versus Kazuya Mishima. This is the current meta of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Oh.
Who's going to win it this time? You don't trade with Dragon Uppercut.
That is what Skipper's been doing this entire time, and this time Tarik says, no, we're not going to get hit by that once again. It is now my turn.
Okay, we're going to get the jab, which, by the way, that 3-hit combo does 18%.
Is that Hell's Gate? I believe that's Hell's Gate, right?
Yep, and that is an awful recovery spot for Roy to be in. It's
Even
just
with
so
a jump.
flat. It's even worse for Crom, though.
Yeah.
Rip.
Even with a jump, there's no way of Roy making that back to stage there. So let's see if Mario can close out the set now. And first of all, getting the up airs ready. No down air to speak of.
Yep, this time doesn't commit to the super jump punch, and I really respect that because Skipper noticed it wasn't going to kill, and Kazuya can just down air back to the stage and maybe start a 0 to death. So Skipper being absolutely the pinnacle of safety. You've got to get rid of that rage, and then you can maybe have a little bit of a fair fight to try and take game 4.
Yeah.
Rage is gone, and so is Tarik.
Wow, that just barely killed. I feel like that was Tarik also not quite able to DI the up smash correctly, but who was going to react to that?
Yeah.
I don't think a single person on this planet.
And now you know what? That means that Skipper has really gotten to put equal weight on all of the characters at this point. Every single one of them has taken a key scenario. Falco took a game, Mario took a game, and Roy has consistently dealt with Kazuya.
Except that time.
Well, he got Kazuya to a high enough percent at least. Like,
this time maybe the matchup that we discussed earlier it still isn't Roy favored, but I think Tarik might be switching up their third character.
yeah, and I wouldn't blame him at all. The Joker simply hasn't done what he would expect it to. And Byleth is a character that Tarik has taken to tournaments before, so I would have expected to see this in the lineup to begin with, honestly.
That makes sense, yeah. I think that Joker was putting in quite a good amount of work at the beginning of the set, but like I mentioned before, Skipper is amazing at adapting and has adapted to the Joker quite well and was able to deal with it very well in the last game. Let's see if he's still able to deal with this Byleth as well.
We have Roy Kazuya once again at the very beginning, just like the Falco Greninja opener. It's a case of, okay, this decides the set. Can you beat my Kazuya one last time? Well, currently it's not looking good.
Yeah, that was Kazuya Mishima. Not going to sugarcoat it.
Tarik waited until the last moment to say, okay, here's what Kazuya Mishima does in the meta! Ah, this is getting really bad. Oh no, oh no!
Okay, Tarik has turned on something in his brain that said, okay, it is time for Kazuya Mishima to start moving.
Yeah, this is the Kazuya that we're used to from Tarik, absolutely dominating right now. Skipper is getting combos going, but you're going to get rage-driven. We are on the verge of a 3-stock if the Mario Kart pull it together. Don't let me see another 0 to death. Don't let me see it!
Oh, Skipper able to DI away from that one. And Tarik is just saying electric after electric. There is nothing you're going to do about it.
What does a shark sound like? Duria, apparently.
Staying on the platform, Skipper wanting to be safe, and there it is. Not quite going to be the zero to death that I expected, but, or not a zero to death, just a combo that might kill.
I don't
Tarik
want to move. I'm going to do my moves. It's your problem.
Hell's Gate, and that might just be it for Mario, and it is. Closing it out with a 3-stock, just needing the